checks this one down. It's Mitchell. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 16 more.
Idea here, get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
To the air on first down with Pickett. And this one almost in. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Pickett. He'll dump that one off to Mitchell. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards that time and a Pittsburgh first. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
They'll throw again with Pickett. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down. The Steelers at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. They had their 6-game winning streak snapped a week ago, but still, it's a team that's playing pretty darn well.
And like the old song says, accentuate the positive, and I think that's exactly what this team's going to do. If you've won 6 in a row, you know you're doing something right in the NFL. So I don't think the one loss is really going to discourage them.
And here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. Yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Now Pickett changing the play. First down, here's Mitchell. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Here's Pickett. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive. First and 10 now. Willis and the Titans at their own 27. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he stopped immediately there. Fitu Melifonwu up to make the tackle there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Second down throw coming by Willis. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
On third down, it's Willis. He dumps it off for Henry. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group. And sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. We're scoreless after 1. Here comes 3rd and about a foot. Back to throw, Pickett. Flushed out right. So no sack. Up a 4th down.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he is going to have the Steelers' first down as they get 4 there on 4th and inches. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Pickett. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 52 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the gun, a give to Mitchell. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Here's Pickett on 2nd down. And in for the Steelers touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the season. And the Steelers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. 3rd down, it's Willis. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Now it's Peterson. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
And it work his way across the 30 to the 32. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. It goes as a gain of 8 that moves the chains.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Pickett now on 1st down. And his throw here's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Pickett throwing again on 2nd down. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack. Defensively, that was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Pickett. Austin is there and brings in another one. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Mitchell. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. His first rushing Steelers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something. Being shut out right now, they could really use some momentum. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Second down, here's Pickett. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Boswell's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the interception setting up a terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. Everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Pickett to throw on first down. He's got this to Pickens. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Final play of the first half. Here's Pickett. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A very one-sided first half, 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of... Not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Micah Parsons, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. Can't ask for much more than that. A 50-yard punt followed by a loss on the return. And that will come. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Brought down on the play by Amani Hooker. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Pickett's throw brought in by Austin. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. He'll let it fly for Austin. That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 47 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Pickett will look to throw it here. And that ball is caught by Washington. Touchdown, Steelers. An 11-yard touchdown. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is now 24. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got
that to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. Things just kind of continuing to unravel for them here in this second half. They take the shot downfield, but this defense, once again, up to the task.
Well, this is where you think about the old phrase, desperate times call for desperate measures, because they got nothing on the
and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Well, Charles, he's still a young single caller this week, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one... Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And now he's got him at a great spot at the 8-yard line here, 1st and goal. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Now receiver in motion left. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And that one not going to work at all. Boy, the defense all over it. And they blow that up behind the line. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. They come through 3 after forcing the turnover, but CD's 2nd half, you're starting inside the red zone. Obviously, they would have liked 6 out of that.
Absolutely, because that's all you're thinking is how do you get it into the end zone? You want the field goal to be the last resort. In this case, they gave it a great try, but did have to settle for 3.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And quickly, they get to the line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill going deep for Hopkins. Tannehill intercepted again. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. And he rifles one incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
2nd and 10, it's Pickett again. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete.
I thought that was a completed pass until he came in and forced the ball from his hands. Not only did he make a nice play, he brings up 4th down.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, the only silver lining on the other sideline, CD, is that they kept him out of the end zone, but still, that's another 3 points at looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Tannehill's that's taken in by Okonkwo. For the third quarter of action. The Titans on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. To throw is Tannehill. Down the left sideline. He's got a first and maybe more. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Titans. DeAndre Hopkins, 83 yards. And the Titans are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time.
This is caught at the 20. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Pickett now from the gun here. Buying time to his left. The ball comes out, and this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Calvin Austin with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Steelers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Boswell good with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Meanwhile, Tannehill's throw is on target to Burks. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Now a 2nd and 6. Here's Tannehill. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on fourth down. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. On the counter, Mitchell. 43 yards on the ground for him so far.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Pickett sets up play action. Able to find the open man. That's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. And he whips that one incomplete there. Up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They can continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
And so close. He gets it to the one. Out of bounds right there. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal. Mitchell. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Here's Mitchell. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Extra point out by Boswell. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Tannehill. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense will very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Here's a 2nd and 5. And they'll run it here. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. Derrick Henry all alone. Down to the 10. He's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the fourth. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. It's Roger McCreary with a pick. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Henry trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Cole Holcomb proving too much there for the offensive line. He gets the sack. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Steelers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the fourth.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team. Right? We figured that out pretty early, but give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was